Confessions. I am so excited for this. Are you excited?
Yay!
Intrigued.
Yeah.
Intrigued. What are you intrigued about? What the confessions are going to be?
Well, no, because I don't think there's going to be a lot to shock me. I'm 63 years old. I've seen it all. You might,
all right.
You might not.
Why are you talking like that?
You might not think I have, but I have.
Okay, well,
There's
wow.
lots of things I haven't told you, and I will never.
What?
Oh,
Hold on a
never.
minute. What do you mean there's things that you've never told me?
I will never, ever.
Have we got any snacks?
What things would you never ever tell me? I don't want to know about your sex life.
Wow.
No, it's not that. It's things that I would never tell you.
So today's Candid Confession, the first ever one, we went out to you guys and we said, can you give us some confessions? What would you never want your mum/parents to find out about you? What have you done that you would cringe to your core if your mum or parents found out about you? So I'm going to start with mine. Now, mine, I don't care about telling my mum now. Like, we're quite open with one another. But mine's just funny because I never told my mum at the time. And if my mum found out at the time, I would have been in massive trouble, mortified, and just quite frankly, fucked, basically. I don't know however else to say it.
Would your vagina would have shriveled up and closed?
Well, here's the thing. For me, I sort of feel like the ones that make my vagina shrivel up and close is like my mum or my parents finding out about anything sexual. Do you know what I mean?
I don't actually like that. I don't.
Like anything, that's the sort of thing that I wouldn't want my mum to find out. Do you know what I mean?
But it's not going to be like that, is it?
No, that's not what this is about. So basically, when we moved house after you and Dad split up, we obviously moved, and you and the girls, as in Vicky and Rosie, would go on holiday, a couple of holidays.
Yes.
And used to go with friends, whatever. And because how old was I at that time? What, 14, 15?
Yeah.
No, maybe a bit older. I had a job.
Yeah.
This was when I was working at House of Fraser. So how?
Yes, I think you were. I
feel like your mum's just agreeing with everything. You're like, how old was I? 14? Yeah. 15?
No.
16? Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
You used to go on holiday? Yeah.
I think I was 16 because
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I?
Where'd you go on holiday? Cornwall? Yeah.
Did I start at House of Fraser when I was 16?
Yeah.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. It was your first Saturday. Yeah, you did. No, but that wasn't your first job. That was not your first job.
What was my first job? Being a genie?
No, but having a paper round.
Yeah, which you used to do.
That you did for 1 week.
Yeah, and
with
then
your
you
friend,
did it.
so she wouldn't get up. So I ended up doing it.
My confession is this. When you used to go on holiday with the girls, I would obviously be left at the house alone.
Yeah.
Now, with you didn't mind leaving me alone.
No.
But you were like, house got to be clean. You know, it's got to be left in a certain way.
Yeah.
Here's my candid confession. Here's the thing. You have no idea how many people were in your house at one time.
Okay. Right.
I would say at some points there was 30 to 40 people in your house.
30 to 40?
Yeah.
What, 15 downstairs and 15 upstairs?
Well, I don't know the exact fucking ratio split of who was where.
Okay.
But all I know is that there was people in crevices. That's all I would say. There was people all around the house. Okay. And what they were doing, I don't know.
They went through your drawers, apparently.
Did they?
They didn't.
I mean, that's what they would have found.
No, I mean, what, massive purple dildo? Which I found once, by the way. That's another fucking confession.
Wow.
Yes, Mum, and you fucking remember when I found that. That's why she's laughing so much.
God.
She's laughing so much. I was fucking mortified. I said, what the fuck is this? Fucking huge thing.
It wasn't even mine.
Who's...
I'm not going to go into whose it was.
Oh, I know whose it was.
My dad.
No.
Whose was it?
I'm not going to.
What?
Whose it was.
What? I found it when Mum and Dad were together, so it must have been Dad's. I'm going to be fucking sick.
No,
I'm
it was
gonna be
not.
sick.
Was it
No.
really? Oh my God. Was it really?
It's his fucking
No,
birthday.
P, I can't look
No, it wasn't his.
So whose was it then? Rosanna's? Whose was it
I
then?
said it was a male's. It was left at my house. It was left at my house.
By
Yeah.
who
it wasn't
left
mine.
a massive
I'm not
purple
saying.
dildo
I'm not-
at your fucking
I'm not
house,
saying.
Mum?
I'm not
Who
saying.
was it?
I'm not saying. I'm not saying.
We have to find out.
Someone left a purple dildo at your house.
Go on, please.
Yeah. Basically, there was a girl in the village.
This is a lie. I'm
No, it's
telling
not.
you, this is a
It's not.
fucking lie. Right, come on. This is a lie. Go on.
There's
Go
a girl
on.
in the village
There's a
that
girl-
used to do Anne Summers parties, right?
This is the biggest lie I've ever
No,
heard
it
in my life.
isn't.
Mum, I found it in your bedside drawer. I
Yes.
didn't just find it on the fucking floor in the living room. Why all of a sudden did it get legs and walk itself up to your fucking bedside drawer, you dirty bitch? It was definitely you
You're not going to let me
ramping on
explain.
it.
Oh,
Honestly, this isn't even my confession. Right.
Hold on. So there's a girl in the village.
It's the fact that she led us to believe it was Dad's.
I didn't. You immediately assumed that.
Right. So essentially, there was a girl in the village that did an Anne Summers party.
Yeah.
And what happened?
She actually left some stuff there.
And
At
did
the
she not want to
house.
collect it afterwards?
No. And I just just hid it away, and that is basically it. That is basically it.
And you thought there's this massive purple dildo. So the best place for me
I
to
did get
hide
rid of it in the end.
where no one thinks it's inconspicuous, is in my bedside drawer.
Why don't you chuck it in the tip?
Why did I
Mum,
take it? I
this
didn't
is
do a tip run then.
This is Candid Confessions, not Candid
Yeah.
lying, just so you
Yeah.
know. But
Yeah, I
anyway,
know.
you continue to believe your lies. I will continue with my confession.
I don't know what to believe at this point.
I don't. But you should believe my confession. And my
Go on.
confession is that I used to have these massive house parties when you were away.
How many?
Oh, every single day. Every single day. Mum, I would be going to work at House of Fraser and there would be people at the house whilst I was at work.
So they'd eat all my food.
All the
my,
food,
my...
they sleep in your bed.
Walk in the house with the trainers on.
Walking out with the trainers on. Don't get me wrong,
Wow.
they weren't a disrespectful bunch. So,
Rewind.
we think that. So I had one of these house parties. It was a big
Right.
one, big night,
Right.
big house party night. Not a school night, so everyone could come. And with these house parties, because you didn't have like WhatsApp. I mean, I think we had BBM.
BBM.
Yeah, we had something.
BBM.
But people would just say house party here, house party, Perrie's house. Like there's the location,
Status
whatever.
update, if you will.
Status update. So everyone would
Yeah.
come from all different surrounding villages. And there was let's call it a mishap. And the mishap was that a big group of people came from another village who I
Right.
didn't know. And therefore I will say I was respectful of the fact that the people that were in the house were people that I knew
Right.
from my school. They were in my group of friends and maybe a couple of extras, but people I knew.
Yeah.
People that you probably would have even known. This massive group came from another village whom we think that Ricky may have now been a part of once we've started putting it all together. And I didn't know these people. So my immediate reaction was, you're not coming in. I don't know you. And also I kind of sensed a bit of trouble. Like it was a bit of animosity, if you will. Maybe
We were a bit of a rowdy bunch.
maybe a bit of rivalry between the old villages. So
Okay.
I said, no, you're not coming in. And they sort of loitered around.
Because that's
And-
what we used to do.
And where we lived, it was like a bare road. So you
Yeah.
could see them loitering around. It wasn't like an estate. And they were loitering. Anyway, they went a few hours later, they were just stood outside. And I was like, that's annoying. Thought one of the neighbours would have told you. Anyway, I then went to use the phone
Right.
to order a pizza. And obviously I'm using the house phone because what I won't do is using my own credit. So I'm using yours. So I used the house phone to call and it was just like, And I was like, that's weird. The phone lines are down. Anyway, forgot about it, went to bed. Next day I woke up and my boyfriend at the time,
Not me.
not Ricky, he was still trying to get into the house party, went outside and then he came back in, he went, Perrie. I went, yeah. And he goes, is the phone working? I said, no, it's not actually. Checked it again. And he said, all of your phone and internet wires have been cut
Oh.
and they are on your front garden. Go and have a look.
Somebody did that.
So somebody, essentially what we found out is that somebody from that group, in their sheer state of anger for not being allowed into my mediocre house party, actually took it upon themselves to cut all of our phone and internet wires. So we could not use the phone and we could not use the internet.
Was it you?
No, I never did it.
What I will say, if you're watching this and that was you, pathetic. But anyway, and also, how did you cut them? That's what I want to know. What were you carrying? But what I will say is this. I then had to get in contact with BT, had to use somebody's phone to do that because obviously I couldn't use ours because we were BT at the time, if you remember.
Right.
Do you know what they said to me?
What?
They said it was going to cost over £10,000
Really?
to rewire everything because they had done so much damage, and also it was like the parts that we need. There was so much to it. Like they rounded off this entire thing. I was in a sheer state of shock because obviously we only rented the house; it wasn't ours. So they'd done so much damage. I don't know what they'd done or how they'd done it. It wasn't just a replacement of a wire. Yeah. It was so much. So. I mean, at the time, I'd asked my boyfriend at the time if I could use his student loan to pay for it, of which I was like, right, I'm now in debt to a student loan where I'm not even a fucking student, to BT to fix the phone wires that my mum doesn't know about. I'm in a state of sheer panic right now. Luckily, in a turn of events, BT came out and fixed the whole thing, and they told me, and you never knew about this, fixed the whole thing. Yeah. They said because the wires were so old and that they were eroding on themselves, essentially, that they were able to cover the cost of it because of that. And I think I ended up having to pay a couple of £100 for something or another. So to this day... Did
you get the student loan back?
I think I still owe it. Oh. So to this day, you never knew that.
Wow.
That was Did you have any idea that something like that happened?
No, because when I got back, everything was...
Oh, I did a good job.
You see, you can do it if you try.
Nah, you've put yourself in it there.
I can do what?
Do it.
Savonate.
You can savonate.
You
but
can
that's
clean.
not going to do with the fucking
Hoover,
phone wires.
Up. Isn't that right?
You can if you really want to.
Yeah.
I also remember once in the same house party, someone decided to put chips in the oven, but they also coated them in chocolate.
Oh,
and
that
then
may have been me.
Yeah, well, it set the oven on fire. That happened as well. Sorry.
Oh my goodness. So what happened with the oven then?
Well, it just was on fire. And then I sort of like wafted it out and it was all right.
Oh my goodness me.
Yeah. So how do you feel about that?
Well, a little bit deceitful of you, but I mean, I've done a lot worse than that.
Like what? Tell us.
No.
Like what? What's your confession?
No. I'll have to think because there's a lot. I mean,
I'm still intrigued as to who's the purple dingaling is.
Well, we know. Apparently, it's the random woman in the village.
It was. She left it there.
She left it.
I'm not being funny. Your confession is actually better. So your confession to me is that you like a purple dildo.
No, that's not it at all.
It is, isn't it?
No.
Right. So shall we read? So that's my confession. It might not be as interesting as the dildo. Shall we read the first confession?
Go on then, but not a lot will surprise me.
This is the first official Candid Confession. This is a big fucking deal. Start of many. Are you ready?
We're ready.
My ex-partner and I took a trip into the world of swinging for about a year of our relationship to spice things up, and we joined a website that was connecting with other people in the same lifestyle.
Right.
Okay. Not only would I never want my mum finding out about that, I also can't tell her because I was horrified to stumble upon a profile for her and my dad whilst we were on there. I've never screamed so loud and deleted an account so quick in all my life.
So there would have been a chance that they could have met her mum and dad. Yeah, they could have gone to this house party, and who was that in that bedroom? And they walked out, and mum and dad would have walked out.
And what do you think of that?
Well, that would have been a bit embarrassing for all of them. Yeah, it would have done.
I would die if that was me. If I saw you and dad when you were together on a swinging fucking website, I would literally... You're looking at me as if you've done that before.
Yeah, she has. I can sense it.
I honestly...
She has swung.
What is fucking going
She has swung. I can see it all over her face. I'm watching you read it and I can see your mum going...
I haven't.
I am going to swing myself out of this fucking room. I swear to God. Why is this turned into something that it was not meant to turn into?
Ricky,
what have I done?
You would make a good police officer. You know when you
because I can read people. I've told you I'm good. You know I'm good at reading people.
No, you could make people actually believe that they actually did it and they didn't. I can imagine that poor girl would have been it could have been very embarrassing. So I take it that she is not into that now.
I just don't know what to say.
She's talking too normally.
You are talking too normally. Is
normally.
there something you want to confess? It's okay to swing every now and again. I've considered it, Mum.
Have you really?
Yeah.
No, honestly.
What experience did you have when you did it?
When I did what?
The swinging stuff.
I didn't do it.
Because we've considered it, but we thought I would chat to you first.
Have you really considered it?
Well, we wanted to get your thoughts
I can't see you
first.
doing it.
No, but what were your thoughts on it when you did it?
I didn't do it.
She
so
did.
Don't try.
She did.
Don't. No, I didn't.
Is this the new Mormon wives swinging scandal that we've got going on here?
I could never imagine you doing it. Definitely. Absolutely never.
But then why could I imagine you doing it though?
Well, we kept my imagine on because it didn't happen.
Imagine on.
No,
right.
Absolutely
well,
not.
for that confession, what I will say is this. It's just for me, it's the pure thought, like, sex is sex at the end of the day, right? But to think that you could potentially put yourself in a situation like where you're seeing your parents.
I've just thought of something really bad. What if what the scenario, picture this, they're at a house party and this is going on.
This has happened to your mum.
And no. And there's like blindfolds involved.
But,
so what?
How does she know so much
No,
detail?
I've watched films, obviously, not that sort of film. But you hear about, and they got blindfolds on, and they're put, two random people with blindfolds are put into a room, and you don't know who they are. You could imagine that could have been her dad, and no, that's bad. No, but you could really look into this, couldn't you? It's horrible.
what do you want me to say?
I don't know what you want me
Like,
to
there's
say.
too many.
Look, all I'm saying is I'm glad she's seen the light, and
Seen the light.
she don't go down that path anymore. Fair enough. But she wouldn't want to, would she? Because she'd always be frightened that she'd see her mum and dad.
Maybe your mum should reach out to her to give us some first-hand experience advice.
Can I say that I want a bit more clarity on this as well to the person that wrote this in? I'd like a second summary. I want to know, have you ever spoke to your mum about it, dad about it since? Has it ever been brought up? Because in our family, that would be something that we would then bring up at the Christmas dinner table and be like, well, I know that you were on the fucking swingers website with dad. Silence. That's what would happen. Like, we're a very much EastEnders family. Like, we're not, literally glass thrown across the thing, like, whatever, someone's got a broken nose. That would be the sort of thing that would happen. So I'm just interested, have you ever brought that up? And also, so you've deleted your profile, fair enough. What about your mum and dad?
Have you ever checked to see if they're
still on there? Like, they are obviously still on there. So I would
Well, they might not be.
Well, they might be.
But they might not be. She needs to check.
You need to check. And also, my last question is to this person, please can you give us a write-up or write in, have you ever suspected anything before this about your mum and dad swinging? Because I feel like if I lived with my mum and dad, I would sort of be able to tell. Do you know what I mean?
I think you would, yeah.
Like...
Of course you'd say that.
Like, no, but do you know what I mean? Like... I think I'll be able to tell. What are you laughing at? So what you're saying is that she's a swinger?
I'm not saying that.
Just say it.
I'm not saying that.
This is a confessional, so just say how you really feel.
Yeah, but I'm not the one confessing.
Okay. Louise is a swinger.
Potentially.
Okay, so I did my nursing qualification back at home in the Philippines and then moved to the UK 15 years ago. My family and friends back home in the Philippines know I work in healthcare, but they don't really know exactly what type of job I do. I'm a practitioner in a private clinic dealing with sexual dysfunction like erectile dysfunction.
Why is everything to do with...
Yes.
One part of my job is providing shockwave therapy to our clients. I know somebody who might need one of them. I come from a Catholic background, so I definitely can't tell my mum exactly what I do. For anyone who doesn't know, shockwave therapy delivers sound waves to the penile area to stimulate new blood vessel growth and improve blood flow.
Wow. What does that entail then?
Have we got her details?
So one day I was doing shockwave on a patient and he started... he started getting harder and right there and then he ejaculated.
All over her?
It was the first time this has ever happened and myself and the client couldn't look each other in the eye. He was so embarrassed. And then right then on my lunch break, my mum called. I couldn't tell her the kind of day I was having, so I just couldn't answer the phone. So yes, my mum can never know that I literally see a lot of penis at work every single day.
Thoughts?
Did she have a wash before she spoke to her mum?
Right, well...
Because I'm just concerned about where it all went.
Did she wash her sins away?
Where it all went.
Yeah.
I can't actually believe, can we just go right back to the beginning, that this is somebody's job?
Right.
Well,
do you know much about this?
I do not. No. Yeah.
This is somebody's job that she is a practitioner dealing with sexual dysfunction, like erectile dysfunction, because we thought you had that once, didn't we?
Ha ha ha.
Oh my God. No, seriously.
Yeah, because I'm so fucking good.
At what?
I thought.
Sorry, that wasn't me. That's not me, is it? No, you're right. Yeah, we did.
No, seriously though, that is someone's job. Like, I couldn't do that job, could you?
No, I don't think so. No.
I would you know how some people are like really normal when it comes to speaking about sex and stuff. Like, I am, but I don't know if I could do that
It's
job.
like it's also, when I don't think it's the same these days, but when you used to have surgery, especially in that area, they used to have to shave you. So there were actual nurses that used to have to shave that area for men and women before you had the operation. I couldn't do that either.
What, so they're sitting there?
Yeah, it's true.
What? What?
It's true.
What?
How do you know this stuff?
Because that's what they do. That's what they did.
I mean, yeah, she's right. That is
Yeah.
what are you laughing Why are you laughing at so
I
much?
just don't know your mum knows so much about me.
I tell you what, I think we should get your mum on, because I think you're going to be pretty surprised at the shit that she's done in her life.
Absolutely.
I want to know.
Defo, potentially a swinger.
No. You wouldn't find a purple dingaling in my mum's drawer, that's for sure.
Have you ever found anything in your mum's drawers?
No.
Never had a look, have you?
I've never looked.
No, exactly.
Have you ever caught your mum and dad having sex?
Exactly.
No.
I've caught them having fuck. Me.
Oh, no.
No, guys. This is a fucking
brutal.
confession.
This is
The
brutal.
shit that I had to go through when I was younger. It's actually not funny, Mum. That when I think about it, honestly, it was every night.
The audience are going to think your mum is a sex addict.
Well, I think she might be. Because
you?
every single night I used to hear it, and I used to have to lay in bed, put my fingers so far in my ear that I felt like my fingers were going to break off.
Thoughts?
And you all gone silent, but it's the truth.
Well,
It's traumatic to think about.
I was married.
Yeah, no, you were married. Fair
Oh,
enough.
that makes fair enough.
Fair enough. That purple dildo was getting a right old beating, let me tell
That's
you.
retired now.
What?
The dingling.
So where did it go?
I threw it away because it wasn't mine anyway.
Ran out of battery.
That is a lie.
You can get batteries.
Huh?
You can get batteries.
Well,
Oh,
yeah, done it again.
But it wasn't mine anyway, so I threw it away.
Right. Ricky, we've not had a confession from you yet. Would we get one soon?
Do you know everything about my life?
Never any confessions. Have you ever done anything before? Let's finish off here. Is there anything in your life?
I've got a confession.
Okay.
A few months ago,
Yeah.
you were away.
Right.
And in the cupboard, you know
Yeah.
the jar of Biscoff crumbs that we have,
You ate them all.
I ate them all and I had to buy another pack and refill it before you came back.
Wow.
Wow, that
That is riveting.
Well, you know everything.
Wow, everyone. Just wait there a minute because we just need to digest this
hang
a bit
on.
more.
That was a big bag.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, the big bag, we filled up the jar. But I've been snacking away at it every time Perrie weren't there. But then there was one time she went there that I finished the jar. So I had to refill it.
Right. Well, thank you so much for that groundbreaking confession. If you have any confessions that are better than that, please do write them into us. The email address is hello@canibecandidpod.com. We would love to hear them. And I do think that we're going to need to get you back on, Mum, to give us more of your confessions because it sounds like you've got a lot of skeletons in your closet.
Maybe.
And to the person that got jizz all over them, I'm really sorry about that. And I really hope to the other person that your mum and dad, you never see your mum and dad in a swinging situation because that would scar you for life, to be quite frank.
I agree.
We need to get Salinator back on ASAP.
Yeah. If any of you have any feelings and thoughts about my mum, then please do let me know.
And also feel free to send in any confessions that aren't, sexual.
Yeah, can we sort of move away from that?
Yeah, anything. Well, I mean, I feel like most people's is sexual though, because it's like embarrassing. That's what people don't want anyone to find out. But any other confessions, we want to hear them.
Candid Confessions.